Thank you, Sonya, for being here with us to share your journey about how important it is to have your cervical screening up to date. Kia ora.
Yeah, thanks, Deirdre. Thanks for having me. Well, as you know, my name is Sonya Harrison. I'm 52 this year, and I've been on the cancer journey since 2018. 2018, I was diagnosed with stage 2 cervical cancer. It was devastating news to me and my family. I might have a big smile on my face. That's because we've gone through a lot, me and my family. My body has gone through a lot. I went through 7 weeks treatment down in Auckland. 6 months after that, I got the all clear. Yay, big party, big celebrations, only to discover that 7 months after that, I got sick. I went to Whangarei Hospital to find out that the tumour had spread everywhere, and I had pretty much gone from stage 2 to terminal, and I literally got told that I would not be alive in 3 months if I did not do chemotherapy. I hate having regrets. I have very little regrets, but my biggest regret of my life was not going for cervical screening, for not having smears more regularly.
Yep, I went to a meeting yesterday and we had some figures there, and it's decreasing. The Māori ladies aren't going and getting their smears done. It's decreased. We need to try and get this back up again, and to make it a normal thing to get done, like you're going to get your blood pressure done.
Exactly.
Going to the dentist.
Women have a tendency to put their health to the back of everybody else. I think it's a natural Māori woman thing to do, and it's not an arrogant feeling of being invincible. It's just that a lot of women will put themselves there so that they can take the care of everyone else.
So I suppose, like, reasons why people don't like to go and have a smear, like you say, it's a very easy, quick procedure.
But what stopped me from going for
Yes.
years and years and years?
Yes.
When my first experience was horrible, yep, and it was painful. Like, this is what it looked like, metal coming towards my private parts, and it was uncomfortable. So that it stuck in my head for many years.
I think it's every 3 years for it, and it's actually not that scary these days. They don't have that cold metal thing coming towards you anymore.
Yes, I was educated 2 years ago. I couldn't even believe. I go, what are you doing? Like, what happened to that big scary thing? That big scary thing doesn't even exist anymore.
No.
It existed 30-something years ago. And there are a lot of women at my age or older that still have that it's a scary experience and it's a painful experience stuck here. Hell no, I won't go. That's them. I'm speaking to all those women out there. It's changed. Now it's a less invasive procedure now. It's really simple, it's easy. If you can ask for a woman to do the procedure.
There's some amazing ladies out there doing the smears these days, and they will always make you feel comfortable.
Exactly.
If you don't want to do it that day, let's just do it again.
Yes.
Next week,
Yes.
maybe, when you feel a little bit better.
The health system now for all women it can't be any more easier now.
That's
to ring
right.
up and make an appointment, to have that welcome feeling when you go and see the doctor and explain why you're there. I'm here for a cervical smear.
And really, when you go to the doctor to have, if you're due for your smear, you're sitting at the doctor's surgery waiting. No one knows why you're there.
No one knows.
No one knows.
Only the doctor knows. Only the nurse knows.
Only the nurse knows.
You can have your children in there. You can have your parents in there. You can have your friends in there. Have your BFF in there holding your hand. They've made it.
That's what it's going to take.
If that's what it's going to take.
What would have made you go for a cervical smear?
Yeah, definitely if someone had honed in on my baby. Had said to, well, you're a mum of a young one. Do you care about him? Excuse me, of course I care about him. Come on in for a cervical smear, Sonya. It's to check your well-being. In my head, I believed going for a smear was checking for cancer. What woman in their right mind wants to go regularly to get checked for cancer?
That's right.
I keep saying I'm a strong woman, and yet I was scared to go and have a cervical smear.
And yet you ran a marathon.
I gave up smoking
Stopped
after 30
smoking.
years. I trained hard for a marathon. But I was so scared to go and get a smear. Scared of the results. Scared that cancer would kill me. Scared that it would take me away from my baby. It's got nothing to do with strength. It's got nothing to do with how well you are. Cancer's going to get you, and if it's going to get you, it'll get you.
It's one of the biggest killers of our Māori women in New Zealand.
And a lot of them think, or a lot of the women think exactly how I used to think. In my recent journey, the stigma that cervical cancer comes from having lots of sex with different men, it's a myth. It's false, it's incorrect, it's a lie. Cervical cancer is caused by cancer being in your body. It's not because you've been sleeping around with all different men. It's not. And that's probably another reason why a lot of women don't go and have a regular smear.
So it's just the education around it, isn't it? And understanding the importance of it.
It is.
If you had done it earlier, you said it was 11 years, it was something that was able to be turned around.
Definitely.
And you wouldn't have had to go through.
Definitely. And thank you for inviting me today, Deirdre, to have a talk about this. I do want to get that message out there to a lot of women, to all women. Us wahine need to just put ourselves first. That's the biggest message for today. Put ourselves first so that we can take care of ourselves, and have a cervical smear every 3 years regularly to check your well-being, to check your health. Get rid of that stigma. It's to check for cancer. No, it's not. It's to check that you're okay in here.
It's a health and well-being check, isn't it?
Health and well-being check.
Like you say, a 5 to 15 minute consultation.
Yep.
Rather
Easy.
than having a 4-year journey
Yep.
of repair.
Yeah.